Qur'an 21:51. We bestowed aforetime on Abraham his rectitude of conduct, and well were we acquainted with him. Among all the stories of Abraham, few reveal his courage and clarity like the incident of the broken idols. This story is more than history. It is a lesson in confronting falsehood, challenging tradition, and standing alone for truth. In a world that clings to inherited beliefs, Abraham became the man who dared to ask, "What are these images you worship with such devotion?" When Abraham asked his people why they were devoted to idols, they answered with the same words many still use today. "We found our fathers worshiping them." Generational loyalty, inherited beliefs, blind imitation. Abraham rejected all of it. He declared boldly, "You and your fathers have been in manifest error." This was not disrespect. It was moral clarity, the ability to see that truth is not determined by tradition, but by reality. When they mocked him and accused him of joking, he answered with conviction, "Your Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. He created them, and I bear witness to this truth." Then Abraham devised a plan, not to destroy their idols, but to destroy their illusions. He waited until they left for their festival. He approached the idols, and with divine confidence, he shattered them, all except the largest one. He placed the axe on his shoulder and walked away. This was not vandalism. It was demonstration, a living argument, a silent sermon, a mirror held up to their delusion. When his people returned, they cried, "Who has done this to our gods? He must be a criminal." When Abraham was brought before them, he answered, "The biggest one did it. Ask them if they can speak." This single statement exposed the entire foundation of their belief. They turned to one another and whispered, "Surely it is we who are in the wrong." For a moment, a brief, painful moment, the truth reached their hearts. But pride is a stubborn god. They refused to submit. They admitted their idols could not speak. They admitted Abraham was right, and yet they still chose falsehood. In anger and arrogance, they declared, "Burn him, protect your gods." They built a massive fire, a fire so large that they had to use a catapult to throw Abraham into it. But God does not abandon those who stand for truth. Qur'an 21:69. O fire, be cool and safe for Abraham. The flames bowed to God's command. The fire became peace. The plot became their defeat. Abraham walked out untouched, honored, protected, and elevated by God. And his people were left in humiliation. As a reward for his unwavering faith, God blessed Abraham with Isaac, Jacob, prophethood in his descendants, knowledge, wisdom, and leadership. God made them leaders who guide humanity. He taught them good deeds, prayer, charity, devotion to him alone. And God saved Lot as well, granting him guidance and protecting him from a corrupt society, admitting him into his mercy as one of the righteous. Abraham's stand against the idols became the foundation for an entire lineage of prophets, a chain of righteousness that shaped the world. The story of the broken idols is not only history, it is a mirror for today. The idols of Abraham's time were statues. The idols of our time are ideologies, identities, political tribes, and cultural trends that people defend blindly, even when they contradict truth. Abraham broke physical idols. Believers today must break mental idols, ideologies that justify immorality, traditions that contradict righteousness, allegiances that silence truth, social pressures that replace God with group loyalty. When Abraham left the largest idol standing, he forced his people to confront their irrationality. Believers today must do the same, not with hostility, but with wisdom, clarity, and moral courage. Qur'an 2:258 describes another confrontation. A king argued with Abraham because God had given him authority. Abraham said, "My Lord gives life and causes death." The king replied arrogantly, I too give life and cause death. Abraham ended the debate with a single sentence. God brings the sun from the east, bring it from the west. The disbeliever was silenced. Human power cannot compete with divine sovereignty. This exchange teaches a timeless lesson. Some people deny truth not because they do not understand, but because they do not want to surrender their pride. Abraham's story calls us to confront falsehood, reject blind tradition, challenge cultural idols, stand firm in righteousness, risk isolation for truth, trust God's protection. This is the essence of the culture war: truth versus tradition, righteousness versus conformity, God's command versus society's pressure. Abraham's courage is not only a story, it is a blueprint for believers today. And just as God protected him from the fire, He protects all who stand for truth in a world drowning in falsehood.
Thank you for joining me for this episode of Beyond the Veil. I hope it gave you something to think about, something that will bring you closer to the truth. Next week, we will continue exploring where faith, culture, and history meets reality. And I'd love for you to be a part of this journey. Make sure you subscribe, share this video with a friend, and leave a comment to let me know what stood out to you. Together, we can bring more light to the world. See you next time.